Hello, Dave.
Hiya, welcome to our hotel room. Welcome to our nerve centre for the next...
Did you say nerve centre or nerd centre?
No, I said nerve centre.
I think we should say nerd centre.
I don't know, all the pedants at home are going, welcome to our nerd centre. And this is where we'll be stopping for the next couple of days. So yeah, taking our palatial surroundings. What is behind the mysterious and somewhat eldritch door there?
Well, this door is an interesting and intriguing door because it has no handle. It's a door with a door hole for a handle, but no actual handle.
The question occurs:
There is
can people see through the hole?
I wouldn't want to take a recording of that.
I'd just be bitten if someone was spying on you while you were sleeping.
Well, they would. Yeah, they'd be kind of freaky and wrong.
Yeah. So we're here in Oxford. We're at the Oxford Harlequin. Yeah, check us out. That's how we roll. It's what, 8:30?
Don't know.
Roughly. Yeah, 8:30. And I've only just got here. Mike's been here for a while, so he's been setting up the systems. You know, the computer's up and running. Everything's charging, and yeah, it's like going for a shop when your Dixon's here. So I think we're gonna go grab a bite to eat.
Yep.
It's a bit late. It is a bit late, but we'll find something, I'm sure. And then we might drink a little something.
I think so.
And then I think tomorrow we're going to be up nice and early and go and spend the day with a lot of nerds, which will be nice.
So, what are you looking forward to for in OggCamp? What future sort of talks are you hoping are going to make an appearance?
I don't know. That's one of the things about a non-conference. You've done it. It's like a box of chocolates. You don't know what you're going to get. But there'll be a coffee one at the bottom.
No, I've got to say that's a bad analogy, right? If you've got a box of chocolates, you know what you're going to get. It's the chocolates.
Yeah.
And you also know what's going to be in the chocolates because they've got a little leg end which comes with them. You know, a little picture guide saying this one.
All right, okay.
Toffee barrel.
Just give me one. Just let me have one.
Okay, carry on.
Just let me have one. That's the thing about a non-conference. You don't know what you're going to get until it happens. It's like a Schrodinger's cat of an event.
That's cool. Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad that meets with your approval.
Well, it's late. I'm not going to analyse it too much.
But yeah, you don't know what you're going to get, and eventually, ultimately, you sort of, I think you navigate the day by sort of looking at the keynotes and saying, yeah, I'll see that. Yeah, I'll see that. And everyone says, yeah, we'll see the podcast recording. Which I've got issue. I've been on the record before by saying by doing this effectively you take an hour out of the unconference and out of the track because no one wants to go to the unconference. But that's a different thing. I'm sure it's going to be great actually. I hope that we do a presentation that's good. I hope we see some other presentations that inspire or interest us, and I hope we get to talk to some people that inspire and or interest us likewise.
So, have you prepared something for OggCamp this year?
I might have.
You might have.
I might have.
Okay. What if you were to prepare something? What might you have prepared?
If I was to prepare something, I might have prepared 2 presentations: one on open film culture and one on creating animation using continuous integration. If I've done them, of course.
But there's no saying you have.
There's no saying that I have.
Yeah, because it's a non-conference. Anything can happen.
Exactly.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool, right?
What about you? What are you looking forward to? Let's turn the tables on you. Let's throw it back on you.
Okay. Well, yeah. The mysterious voice behind the camera says.
Actually, come on, give me the camera.
Hold on. There you go.
Give me the camera.
Oh, there you go. This is great. This is great. This is great cinema. People love this. So, and just for the benefit of the camera, you're not my stunt double, are you?
No, I'm the bearded extra.
That's right. And your name is?
Mike.
Yeah, that's right. Well done. You get a gold star.
Say my name.
Okay, so what are you looking forward to about this unconference?
I've had a quick look at the schedule track, and the schedule track looks okay, but the name that stands out is Stuart Langridge. So I'm going to be seeing Stuart Langridge, Mr. Grumpy Pants himself. He's doing a talk on, if I can remember correctly, it's something like cross-platform mobile app development, something like that. So.
Now, you've just referred to Stuart Langridge as Mr. Grumpy Pants. Does he have a reputation of being slightly grouchy?
I can't say that I've only ever sort of bumped into him at previous OggCamps, and I've heard him on log radio, and he always seemed to be pretty grumpy.
Is there a possibility?
Hopefully, I'll be proven wrong, and he'll be a smiling beacon of hilarity.
Is there the outside possibility that there could be some fruity language from Stuart Language?
Language from Stuart Language?
Yeah. Could we get some effing and jeffing going on this, or is this going to be family friendly, or is this totally R-rated?
I reckon he's always family friendly.
So that's some good diplomatic answers right there.
I don't know.
Cool. Anything else you look forward to about the next 18 plus hours?
I'm looking forward to having some beers. We're going to try and meet.
That's one beer.
One beer, yes. But on 2 days, so one beer on Saturday. And then
No, that's one beer over the whole thing.
Half a pint.
That's about your limit, isn't it?
Okay. So I'm looking forward to meeting the guys from Pepper Top.
Oh yeah. That's kind of going to be cool. Yeah, I think
they've got a stand at OggCamp. They tweeted their banner. And that's cool because they do the cartoons for Linux Voice, which I'm a subscriber to. And they seem to be doing stuff that's very similar to the stuff that Dave does, and
shucks.
And the stuff that I therefore help Dave do.
Go team!
Go team us! So yeah, that's it. But as you said, anything could happen. There could be a really amazing talk, or there could be a talk on. I don't remember the first OggCamp. One of the talks was about drawing pigs, and it was how you drew the pig determined your personality profile. How good is that? How random? There was another one that was done. I can't remember. Josh Holland. I might be misremembering that. He was a student at I think possibly at Wolverhampton University, and he was talking about his swallow framework, unladen swallow framework, which was a Python framework for calculating the airspeed of a swallow in the Monty Python sort of thing. Yeah, it was good, and it was just intriguing and inspiring to watch him talk about this library, this Python library, which worked out the airspeed of a swallow, laden or unladen, African or whatever type of swallow. And he'd even worked out things like curvature of the Earth and airspeed and all the rest of it. Yeah, and he's thinking he's put a lot of effort into this, and it's pretty useless. But that was OggCamp, and I look forward to many more such experiences.
I know. I think we could have a fun weekend, but we got a thing. Let's go and have some dinner.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good for film, man. How's it going, man? You alright? Yeah, good stuff. Hello. See you again.
Developed a fault where it normally turns the teletype off when it's not in use.
Oh, right, okay. And power saving.
And I've just noticed that when I'm waiting for a tweet and it's not coming, these motors at the back are still running. So it seems like it's not resetting something somewhere. So I've just pulled and plugged and tried it again.
So this is your.
Well, I'm an organiser for the Swindon Hackspace,
Sure.
And the members who worked on this weren't able to come today.
Right.
So we've just thought it'd be a shame not to bring it, so
course.
we brought it up for them.
Right.
We know a bit about it, but we weren't directly involved.
Sure. So the idea is you send a tweet with a specific hashtag, and this looks out for it.
If you @SNHack, it will come out.
Right.
And then if I retweet anything, it'll come out.
And the software for this is C# on Mono.
Yeah.
So this is presumably running on a Linux box.
On Linux, Debian, Raspbian, Raspberry Pi. Yeah.
That's great.
So you're running Mono on a Raspberry Pi?
Yeah.
Aces. That is brilliant.
That's great.
The guy who worked on the software is a C# developer on Windows during the day. So he did C# in Visual Studio, and then we can either compile it on the Pi or take his exe directly from Windows and put it on.
Oh, that's genius. That is. Sorry, your name is
Jamie.
Hi, Jamie. Mike and Dave Hindley.
Okay, so what are we doing?
So we're about to send a tweet to SNHack, Swindon Hackspace. So this is the tweet we're sending. So SNHack, looking at the SNHack
tighter? No. I'm going to change it to Twitter because that's a Twitter thing, not tighter. Twitter teletype, having a blast at OggCamp. So I'm going to select now. So hopefully this should go all for the internet, all for the ether, and hit this wonderfully hacked and inventive teletype machine and print our message on there. So let's go for it. And sending tweet.
Okay. And it's gone, right?
Tweet sent.
Tweet sent.
Careful. So we can see there that we've got some other tweets that have been sent. There we go. Oh, what's going on here? Written P.
Looking at this tweet like having a
missing the V out because I can't type.
it's alright, it's missing some text there because I think something like
Loads of ribbons about to be done as well.
Ooh, I don't know what that is. Tweeted by there we go.
Okay, you've broken that to us. Woohoo!
That's super, I think. Oh, I see. So it's the tweet. Who did it sent it last?
Oh, it's OggCamp. There you go.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
So that's our message.
A little bit at the end, right?
Yeah. So basically, looking at the SN Hack Twitter teletype, having a
We've not got justification or
so just tweeted by
Yeah.
Well, that's great. Thanks, Jamie. That's is it recording? Thanks, mate.
Where about which pin?
I don't know. The fellows.
Which area? Oh, I see. So I wonder. So the two I know are Jeff Fry and Harry Johnson. Neither of those. Well, Harry Johnson's about to make
like this around the world, and looking for projects that potentially use
Giant Tetris.
Galileo
How much is that?
in an Internet of Things environment. If you go onto the Internet of Things, Thames Valley Internet of Things data, you'll see the name of the you want me to show different modes?
Oh, there you go.
So the first mode is Turbo Disco, which is John Travolta, dance floor, or now Strictly Come Dancing. Second mode, young girls have enjoyed, is drawing mode. This demonstrates how you can set up your tablet with different colours.
They can't buy a drum.
You get it wrong, you can cycle around. So that way you can just draw what you like to the table.
Brilliant.
Third mode is, this is based on Node.js programming. One of the examples of Vanguard and HTML programming is something like that. It's showing basically taking a single input and then mapping the whole of that as an output set. So reset it. It would do more than that normally, so
they're going to have more quality.
this one is more how it's intended to be used, a different example. Each one, when it's played, it shows you how long it's playing for. So if you got a visual, so if you were a disc jockey or something, you play. And each one shows you. Yeah, but these are actually all in parallel now, so whichever whichever one you use, you get the same sample. Then we've remapped some of the sample games you get with processing over to this. And here you can move these over left and right. And you can use, they're all in parallel. Most of the, not all the panels work quite the same, but
so he sort of cheated, I think.
so if you're torn, you can use these ones. Can't turn the square around.
So it's things like that, you know, where you find that actually it just enables you to do something that you couldn't otherwise have done. You know? Yeah, it's very
And that's really the full section bit. So what we're doing, it was done for a music art
getting in touch with them.
So actually they took a music item and made it to an art item and then moved it back to yeah, they're normally sold with Ableton Live as a hardware package to use with their software. So you can buy them separately, they're called Novatron. And they sell for about £20. They've got a new model now that's got an LCD in it and more controls. So they've loaned them to a group that did it's done for a hack day. So basically they had one day to write the code and work out. But then it's very simple because they all run on one USB port and that goes out to two 8-port USBs and each of them then go out to each of the pads. So each pad then got 64 chambers which we're then either mapped individually or in parallel depending on it's all very clever, I can do it. I am decomposing it and I've got a thermal which I've now connected up to a watch and that uses the same basic software and I want to then connect that to this board because that uses MIDI. So up here
So you can like control it using just gestures and stuff.
this uses the accelerometer on the TI. We got donated some dev kits and this was one of the dev kits that was donated to the Hackspace. So if somebody wants to do Arduino or Raspberry Pi or MSP, this is an MSP, but we also got an MSP robot that was a part of the kit. Then getting Hackspace or RLab is the place. So it's our website. We've still got time to tick. Can you go and tick this guy's talk? Oh right. Oh, is it? Yeah. This guy is he is Mr. Praxis. He does a software version, something very similar to this.
Oh right, okay.
So it's open source, it's free to download.
Oh okay.
It's still being developed. He's releasing. In fact, so I want to do the watch with that, and you can do that on a big video screen instead. It allows you to mix video, photographs, and audio.
So you could like do presentations and stuff like next frame.
But also you can do like video disc jockeying.
Oh yeah,
so
nice.
You can use one of these tablets and have each one with different videos, music, and then you can put them all together on the same screen in real time.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you.
Get too close to it, three POV blades. Ideally you have 5.
Cool, man. Is that a 3D printed Alan Turing? I believe it is.
What?
A 3D printed Alan Turing.
Oh yeah. You got that?
Oh, I've got that, yeah.
I reckon it's time for Orchid Nurse to find some treat.
That's okay. Well, I'm here with Vincent Mealing. Did I say that right?
Yeah,
Vincent Mealing and Mark Crutch, and they're the creators of numerous comic strips. They are
always the way. They're the creators of the Greys, Monsters Inc. and LV, which is featuring in the next voice. And guys, your comic strip's unique because, well, it's unique because it's open, it's Creative Commons and
Creative Commons, and the files are open. It's essentially open source. So we make our source files available for download.
Okay.
Actively encourage people to download them.
And people are actually downloading them.
Yeah, the Greys in particular we've been doing for 5 years now, and so there's 139 strips online.
Sure.
And every single one of them, they're done in Inkscape, and every single one of them we have the Inkscape SVG files available for download. To the extent that people around the world have downloaded them, translated them into their own languages. So we've got translations in French, in Russian, in Indonesian, in Brazilian Portuguese, all manner of things.
Wow. And did the jokes translate well?
It varies very much.
It's a kind of a mixed bag.
Our French translator does a really good job of even some of the puns in English. He'll come up with a French equivalent of them.
Sure.
Whereas others, the other translators tend to pick and choose whatever works for them. And
sure.
So not every language covers all of the strips.
Sure.
But people are volunteering their time, so we just let them do what they want as suits them.
Yeah. So you've got 179? 139 Grey strips.
I think it's 39 Monsters Inc. strips. There's only a handful of LV strips online at the moment.
Because they've been published in Linux Voice, right?
Yeah, they're in Linux Voice, so they like us to hold off for a couple of months to give the overseas subscribers a chance to see the strips first.
Sure. And do you find it hard to come up with ideas for strips for these things?
At that moment. Yeah, it varies very much so. Particularly with the LV strips for Linux Voice, we try and theme them to whatever is going on in the magazine. So each month I receive a list of article titles from the editor, and some months it's just like, obvious, there's a joke, no problem. And other months I can be just looking at that list for a couple of days thinking, what the hell am I going to do? Yeah.
And so to get it right, you write the strips.
I do writing
and you draw them.
You do most of the illustrations. I do some bits on the Greys in particular because I can find my way around Inkscape all right. I'm not so good at actually drawing with a pen or anything.
So do you often find this, especially writing for something like LV, writing something like Linux Voice, do you find there's a bit of pressure trying to come up with a storyline? You've got a certain number of days to come up with a storyline so you can actually get to print?
Yeah, it can be very tricky. We normally get, by the time the editor actually gets around to sending us a list of articles, we've normally got about 2 weeks before the print deadline, and we absolutely have to hit that deadline. It can take 2, even 3 days to come up with the joke. Then we've got to draw it, get it coloured, get it lettered. We keep a spare generic strip just in case. So if worse comes to worse and we can't hit that deadline, we know we've got one ready.
So you've got one in the pocket, sort of thing, yeah.
Yeah.
And so when the script's written, you have to end up sort of drawing that out. And
to be fair to Mark, he often has the idea in his head. Sometimes he'll even scribble me one up. So we'll sit down and we'll traditionally sketch one up on a piece of paper, cardboard, or whatever, and we'll then try and recreate that in the computer. Sometimes we'll scan it in, sometimes I'll just go straight ahead and draw it using a tablet.
And so, how long did it take you to produce one of these strips?
With a lot of toing and froing, I'd say maybe a good 3 or 4 days, evenings.
It takes a few days on and off. I would say in terms of hours spent, it's probably about 6 to 8 hours.
Yeah, I mean, in total. If we did it full time, we could turn one around a day.
Yeah.
Easily, assuming we've got a story and the sound.
Sure.
But,
and you're working almost exclusively in Inkscape?
Well, Inkscape and MyPaint is what's being used with LV.
Right.
Inkscape is what we generally use for Monsters Inc.
and the Greys
as well, yeah.
Sure.
Whereas Monsters Inc. is traditionally drawn using good old-fashioned felt pens.
Sure.
But it's coloured within Inkscape.
So that starts off as a black and white drawing that you then colorise in MyPaint.
That's about as traditional as we get.
Monsters Inc. Starts as black and white drawing, we colorise in Inkscape.
Sure.
The LV stuff is drawn and straight in there. Into MyPaint.
That's great.
Layers are good.
Yeah.
But we decided that we wanted to take 3 different approaches for each of the strips so that they don't all just end up looking the same.
Looking almost like
by changing the process between them, we hope that helps to just give them distinction.
Oh, that's great. And I say I know that LV is published in Linux Voice, and I know that Monsters Inc. was published in Bucks Herald. Bucks Herald. That's
our
right.
local newspaper. what happened there was that the Greys appeared in Aylesbury Town Matters, which is our local town council magazine, and that goes to 30,000 houses every quarter. So that was quite a coup to get into that. And as a result of that, the editor of the Bucks Herald got in touch with us and said, we're looking to get a comic strip of our own. What can you do for us? And we didn't want to just do the Greys again in a new format.
Something else.
We did Monsters Inc., which was an old idea of ours from a decade or more ago that we resurrected for the newspaper.
Okay, so,
We've got lots of old ideas.
so how did you guys sort of start working together? How did that? What's the story behind that? There must be a story, right? There's a story. Here we go.
I look like him.
It starts 20 years ago, 94, basically. We were friends anyway, and apparently, back then, I was buying Blake 7 on VHS tape, extortionate prices, from HMV, and I used to go around to Vince's house each week and we'd watch an episode of Blake 7 on video. And one week I went round and he just sort of said, just chatting generally after we'd watched it, and he said, I've had this idea for a comic strip, are you interested? And he taught me through it, and this was back in 1994, so the X-Files was big and all that sort of thing. He said, well, it's about these grey aliens, the classic Roswell aliens. And I just thought, you know what, I think I can do something with that. And so we talked around ideas, we sketched up a few things, and at the time, I think you were trying to get into vector graphics. So
I was learning about it because it was all new.
Yeah.
So I was really a computer techie at all.
So back in '94, they were drawn in Corel Draw from a free copy from a magazine cover disc in Windows 3.1, and real life got in the way, and it all sort of fell to one side. And it was 5 years ago that we decided to resurrect it as a webcomic, and we thought, well, if we're going to do that, forget old Corel Draw files, we want to bring them up to date, do them in an open format, make them available to people, and that's how it all got converted into Inkscape. And
brilliant.
From there.
I think to be fair, we've matured a bit in our comic taste and our humour, because some of the early ones we look at and think, do we really have done that one? That's a bit rude, or that's a bit naughty. I think with all our Grey strips, I think we've only had one slightly crude one, and that got the biggest.
Out of 139 strips, there is one single swear word.
Yes, yes, literally.
And the whole joke is about swearing and how it's handled in sci-fi.
Sure.
So we feel justified in putting our one swear word in. So.
That's great.
To be mature about it. Besides, I have kids.
Of course. Well, I love reading them, and I mean, you've got a subscription to Linux Voice, so you read the scripts. So look forward to reading many more, and hope to see lots more strips.
Where can we find more about these guys?
And yes. Now's the time to plug the site. Plug the site.
Peppertop.com. That's peppertop.com, and all three comics are on there. As I said, the LV ones lag a couple of months behind what goes into Linux Voice, but they will all be on there eventually.
That's great. Well, Vincent and Mark, thank you ever so much for your time there. That's great. Thanks a lot.
Thanks.
Thank you.